As we look forward to marking 54 years of independence, there's much being done to make our land the place of choice to live. No group, no one is being left behind as each Jamaican must achieve their fullest potential. Between the pages this week, catering to the needs of our inmates, and as special issues and dances comes your way today as the youth speak on the importance of having a skill. Also in the show, please stay with us. You'll be glad you did.
Well, Columbus came when him last away. Here was the right choice, but him kill and him thief. Where him never put down and sell out.
We have a subculture that supports those who do not inform, an anti-informer culture that pervades our entire society that we must break down.
In this on Special Issues and Answers, we highlight the work of the Trust NTA. The youngsters there speak on why it's important to have a skill. Watch this.
The Trust NTA has been doing an excellent job, plays a most critical role in the economic and social development of Jamaica. And today, the Trust gets an opportunity to parlay the kinds of services and programs that it offers, and also significantly showcases the persons whose lives have been impacted by these programs and services. And I'm honored to moderate this forum where persons will talk about the kind of impact which has been made on their lives and correspondingly on the Jamaican community. Garfield, I wonder whether there is a heart personality, whether there is a kind of a heart DNA. Are you finding in the persons whom you employ from heart as possessing a certain kind of attitude to life, a certain kind of approach to work that you personally find heartwarming? And would you compare, without being invidious and calling names of other institutions, but would you say that the persons whom you get from heart have a distinct advantage in terms of what they bring to the job?
All right, Mr. Boyne, my first experience, I have two heart trainees from VDTI, DeVries Richards and Delano Sinclair. My initial response with these gentlemen, good morning, sir. Good afternoon, ma'am. That is the first thing. So the mannerisms was the first thing. And, you know, I just said to myself, let me just throw them out there. Just throw them out with the sharks. And I gave these two gentlemen two laptops to pull down, to put in a hard drive, to put in a fan. And within 15 minutes, these gentlemen were able to do that with no help, with limited tools. I didn't even give them the proper tools. And they pulled it down with a simple Phillips. My experience with other institutions, I will not speak. You know, some people may get offended by it. But these gentlemen have proven that heart is a place of specialization. These are the tools. I don't know for everybody here, but in the IT world, certification and specialization is the core of your knowledge competency. And heart has showed me that these men are prepared for the working world. these men can go to any institution and work immediately.
Yannick, you're a past trainee and now an employer.
Yes.
So you have experience both from the point of view of having been trained at heart and also, someone who was employed persons. What would you say about, again, that question of the heart personality, the heart DNA? What type of person does heart produce?
Heart produce ready people for our work world. They produce professionals. As my colleague here say, throw them out there with the lions and we are ready. From scratch, they prepare us for everything. Passing through arts, the DNA is just well-trained. They emphasize on that, they do their teaching well. I mean, preparation, students that come through are preparation for the institutions and not just Heart College of Beauty Services that I attend, because I've visited other Heart too. It just seems as if they are, based on experience, they are put together and equipped for when student comes in to make sure that they leave the best they can.
Good. You are now administrator of Small Treasures.
Yes, I am.
Childcare. There are 3 centers. You are the overall administrator and supervisor at one of the centers. Tell us about the impact that Heart made on your professional life and how that training has stood you in good stead for what you're doing now.
Okay. For me, heart is just the word. Heart. Because if you don't have a heart, a steady, a firm, and a strong one, you will not be successful in this life. Because when I started out in this field, it wasn't my first choice. But being at Heart, getting the training, meeting some wonderful teachers who made the time and the effort and they planted in my life, and I'm now knowing that they are really proud to know that they have a trainee that comes out and now is at the top. And this is no stop. The sky is the limit.
Great. Hey, lovely. I mean, the enthusiasm of all these participants is certainly contagious. And one knows that it is not something that is rehearsed at all by any means. Akili, you and I were chatting before, and you told me of going to Heart after Wilmer's. Tell me about that experience. You're in food. You're a chef. You're running your own business now.
Right. So after I left Wilmer's, because Wilmer's was not synonymous with food any at all.
Yeah.
And I must say that the training that was provided, I was thrown out in the deep. Not knowing anything about food, not having any prior training.
No training at all?
No.
Oh. Totally green when you went to Heart to do food.
So when I went to Heart, and I used where my strength lies from Wolmer's, and that was reading. I read a lot, and the manager at Boys Town, Mrs. Hewitt, she played an integral role.
Good.
She was one of the persons that never gave up on trainees, and that is a DNA that I can say is found through the Heart system. They never give up on persons.
Heart has been good so far because I've been to college and I was still not satisfied. I still wanted something more. You know, I have this love for hair, so here I am at Heart. People might think it's a walkover, you know, it's just a training school, so you come, you just get the training. However, it's more than that. You get a lot of theory, because there's a lot of theory. A lot of theory.
Oh, okay.
A lot of assignments. So it's not just practical. So it has been good so far, and thank you to Heart. Thank you for everything.
coming through the art system, it was an eye-opener. I decided to get a skill,
Yes.
because skill is power.
Absolutely.
You know, we see every day
It's
during
power.
the art commercials, skill is power.
That's true.
So I
Yeah.
decided to go to Portmore Art Academy, Art College of Construction Services. The teachers there, they were excellent. Everyone had time for you. No one pushed you aside. They were there, no matter the hours, what time is it, no matter how busy they were, they had time for you.
Delano, that point about how art prepares people for the actual world of work. Your contribution to that.
Art, as it contributes to the working world. You know, if I've never learned anything else from art, I've learned teamwork makes the dream work. Teamwork makes the dream work. Even on my resumes, teamwork is my number one objective. One of my number one objective, right? At Sagicor is all about a team building. That's how we work as a family. Even at VTDI, we everyone normally have issues with group work and so forth. But speaking from my perspective and my experience, team building, it has allowed us to more come together, get work done. It's motivating as well. For the working world, when you have someone there who can build a certain kind of relationship, push you, motivate you, inspire you. You understand? It brings production and development, both for the organization and for your personal self, right? So from heart, that's the most important thing I see for me, in terms of the organizational work. Teamwork is what keeps everything in part.
The heart brand, the image of heart. We were talking inside before we came on to do this panel discussion. And the most energetic and spontaneous response from so many of you to any question had to do with whether heart was seen as an institution that is less. Because we have a tradition in Jamaica where technical and vocational training is given a short shrift, does not have the status of academic training. And when I raise the issue as to whether someone who has gone to Hart, who has graduated from Hart, is seen as less than those who have graduated from universities, there was such an enthusiastic outburst of saying, no, that in fact, that has changed, that people have a high view of Hart. Garfield, you're an employer, you're an outsider, so you can talk. How do you see Hart, and how do you think that Hart is seen in the marketplace? And again, we don't want to be invidious, but even vis-a-vis the traditionally, big name marquee training institutions.
Well, Mr. Boyan, as I said to you before, the specialization is an important part of my job as an IT engineer. And we have a number of engineers that have come from Hart. They have done certifications in Cisco. They have done certifications in Microsoft. They have done certifications in CompTIA. And they have been prepared to deal with very technical scenarios, scenarios that involves building demos of different incidents from ground up to address issues. So, without a doubt, Hart prepares an individual, whether engineering, whether barbering, whether being a chef, it prepares, whether early childhood education, whether beauty. There is a rapport there. The preparation, as you can tell from, just the experiences from my fellow panelists, it shows you that there is a genuine care. There is a heart in just the presentation. It's just, boy, I don't know what else to say. It's amazing. I just have to come back to that again. Yes. But it just goes to show you that Little Small Jamaica has an institution that prepares individuals for a global contribution, because it's not only about Jamaica. These panelists up here and these young men and women can go anywhere in the world and contribute to any economy.
I think all of the panelists deserve a hearty round of applause. They have really done well. They have spoken sincerely and wholeheartedly.
Nobody want to plant the can. Everybody want to read the band. Who you are go blame it on when it's a next man you are deep in pan. Well, you're wrong.
Farmers, let us be serious about praedial larceny. It is affecting all of us. If you are aware of incidents of praedial larceny, make contact with your local police station or call Crime Stop at 311. Praedial larceny is everybody's business.
Me want to take it all. No mind if me stall. Them no business if me back against the wall. This a living sometime making me ball. Seems like there ain't no.
The Ministry of National Security is closely monitoring the island's correctional institutions. Since this year, a number of initiatives have started inside those walls to ensure inmates return to society as productive citizens.
Rise to the occasion, look at yourself and say you're strong. No one can stop you, yeah. Rise to the occasion, go ahead, you know you're strong.
The days of the correctional facilities being third or fourth in line are over.
And with that declaration, the State Minister says the welfare of correctional officers is at the top of his to-do list. Part and parcel of that is ensuring a comfortable working environment, one in which stakeholders have the tools required to rehabilitate inmates. Available resources will be put to good use and partnerships with the private sector cemented to fix the poor physical infrastructure of correctional centers.
Where we can't have a brand new facility, we may be able to make an assessment of what needs to be modified, what may need to be abandoned, the places that will have to be restored.
The needs of the mentally challenged are equally important, and to address overcrowding, the reclassification of inmates is still on the books.
If we are able to properly reclassify inmates, then we may find that some of the inmates that are here may be able to be diverted elsewhere, and it will give us more room to manipulate how we would restructure the facilities.
Steps will also be taken to ensure that inmates have enough information about what is happening, so those who are released back into society are able to adjust quickly.
A big part of the knowledge in today's world is right here.
It's very important.
Right here. You agree? Right here. And so it's one of the things that we see as very critical, and we'll be looking on it and we'll be evaluating how we can better it for you.
Understaffing is another major concern. A review of the DCS's organizational structure will fully address that issue. In the interim, new recruits will begin training in May.
We are in the process of recruiting 300 officers, and that is to replace persons who have been severed from us.
While those talks continue, Senator Charles wants stakeholders to see the DCS as part of government's growth agenda.
We are talking about ways to make our institutions self-sufficient. We are speaking about mechanisms that can be implemented here to make you have the facilities to do cultivation of colorloo, of eggs, of things that will have multiple impacts of reducing the cost, giving us more revenue to divert to the things that you're speaking about.
During the tour of the Tower Street Adult Correctional Center, Senator Charles also responded to questions and listened to suggestions from correctional officers.
I believe correctional officers are underpaid. We need more salary. So please use your office and see what you can do for us.
I wouldn't be foolish enough to make commitments that I can't live up to. But I will say to you that I will be agitating at every platform that I am given an opportunity to. And the basis of my agitation will be to demonstrate what is being done at the correctional institutions, to demonstrate the importance of the job that you do here, and to show where that extra salary would be justified.
Sports is used as a medium to help in our rehabilitation. We have 3 main sporting disciplines, and those are football, cricket, and domino. From time to time, there is a challenge to procure equipments and gears and refreshment and trophies and so on, which we are seeking help in that regard as well.
Our officers, some go to college and all things. If we could set a situation where after work, there's a place we can stop, go on an internet service, and carry out our functions of study. More than we have officers have to be absent sometime, taking time. They'll be right here. You have the service of them at any time.
We are going to sit down, we're going to have more conversations about how we will let you know that you're valued, and how we intend, through listening to you and your recommendations, to put together that formula.
That formula or plan of action is a work in progress. When finalized, it will solve issues relating to the welfare of correctional officers who are working tirelessly to transform the lives of those behind prison walls while keeping the wider society safe. Let's celebrate Jamaica to the world. Fastest man in the world. First Jamaican woman to win gold in Olympic 100-meter sprint. An upcoming global superstar. Mouth-watering meals. And a vibrant set of people. We are Jamaicans. Let's get together and bring back the love.
Now, let's lighten things up a bit. Nowhere like Jamaica, not true. We have the best rum, the best food, the best beaches, and of course, the best music. Get ready to dance. It's festival song time.
Bam Bam, what a bam bam. Did you know that song Bam Bam by Toots and the Maytals was the first ever festival song which won way back in 1966 for the inaugural festival song competition? 50 years later, the competition not only celebrates a golden anniversary, but also the fact that the talent's still strong. In this week's Festival Corner, we look at the 2016 Jamaica Festival Song Competition Grand Final. Let's meet those who made it to the top 10.
Thanks and praises, we are still alive. Though the road was rocky and the hills were steep, still we survive. We put the faith and trust in the Father. We have to come up with a plan, we have to come up with a plan to save Jamaica, our little homeland. We have to have a little plan to help the people of this nation. Put up your hand if you love Jamaica. Yeah. No matter what I want, me nah let fear. I say me nah let fear. No.
You want everybody to turn it up, up. Turn up the let the music take control of everyone. When man and woman come together in this island, relieve the stress and make the best of the festival.
We no want to no undertaker. Where? Somebody pass book with the pen and paper, make me write book. My little rock Jamaica. We big up the farmer, they cook the baker. Where? My little rock Jamaica. Come get you one love jamboree. Rock your body cause you feel irate. And if you want prosperity, we got to work it. Ready with the heart in there. One love jamboree. Rock your body cause you feel irate. And how much I love to see Jamaica living in unity.
Okay, quick intermission break. So those are 5 of the 10 who made it to the finals, and boy, the talent turn up. But a quick history lesson. Which festival song has been voted as the JCDC's all-time best?
This is the land of my birth. This is the land of my birth. This is Jamaica, my Jamaica, the land of my birth.
That's right. Land of My Birth, sung by Eric Donaldson back in 1978, was voted by Jamaicans in 2013 as the all-time best festival song. It was written by Winston Wallace and arranged by renowned composer Grub Cooper. So back to the show. Let's meet the final 5 who made it to the top 10 this year.
Bring back the peace and love. Bring back the peace and love. We say we're living in a paradise land, so bring back the peace and love.
The world crisis, why food prices getting so high? In order to exist, come and quit till love this while I cross the fire.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Hey, yeah. We don't love no way like Jamaica. Biddy, 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 biddy. Because no one does feel like Jamaica. Oh yeah, rain because I will not leave. Sweet Jamaica end up in a foreign land. Things we achieve should be blessed by the Father, mighty, mighty, mighty. And
love is the thing that Jamaica needs. Move all the hurt and forget the greed. When we're together, love is all we need. Only love, only love, only love, only love, yeah.
Everybody wants a piece. Una by one piece release. Everything about us, near and far, them gravitate. Ronnie, what would say? Play me, Jamaica. Whoa, 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 play me, Jamaica. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Play Me Jamaica. So, who actually won? Drum roll! Actually, before we get to the winner, let's congratulate the veteran duo Mentatones for their 3rd place entry, Bring Back the Peace and Love. 2nd place went to high school teacher Reneve Fletcher with her entry, Turn Up the Music, which also copped the Voters Award for the most online votes. And the 2016 festival song winner, who was also awarded Best Performer and Writer, is...
Scott!
Yes, O'Neil Nazaman Scott's Nowhere Like Jamaica is your 2016 festival song. Let's sing along as we close the curtains on this week's JCDC Festival Corner.
We don't love no way like Jamaica. Because no one else we like Jamaica. Oh, yeah. Because I will not leave. Sweet Jamaica end up in a foreign land. Things we achieve should we blessed by the Father, mighty, mighty, mighty. And we don't love no way like Jamaica. Watch me.
I leave you with this. Keep your face always toward the sunshine. The shadows will fall behind you. A little inspiration for your Sunday. Send your feedback or comments to jamaicamagazine@jis.gov.jm. You may also find out more about the festival song competition or any other feature in the show on our website, jis.gov.jm. We're also on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. So log on and stay in the know. Until next time, I'm Adrian Atkinson. Have yourselves a wonderful day.
This has been a production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.